Welcome to those of you guys who are watching the recording of this call. Today's topic is all about discount coaches. As all of you know, it's pretty easy to sign discount coaches, and so a lot of our downlines is filled with discount coaches, which is a good thing because we're still helping people and they, get their 25% off, and it's totally fine to have discount coaches, but that's not how we're going to build solid businesses, solid incomes, continue to advance rank, etc. So we're going to try and talk about different ideas on how you can help them not only stay active, but eventually start working the business. And so I will share my screen. I have so many tabs up, it's awful. Okay, so basically I came up with this list because I've been talking to, I think 3 other coaches that have said like their downline is filled with discount coaches and they have high success rate of turning them over to active coaches. So this list is from other coaches that I've talked to, and then a few of the tips that I have from coaches that, for me, my personally sponsored coaches that started off as a discount and are now working the business. So the first one, and if you guys have questions or other ideas, hop in whenever you want. The first one is to ask your discount coaches to post in your team page. And for me, I actually sometimes add them into my team page. It depends on what their intentions are. And sometimes I even have discount coaches say, do not add me in your team pages. Do not include me in anything like that. So if they say that, I obviously don't. And for those people that are not in our team pages, I ask them to post more in our challenge group. So that way it's not a team setting, but they're still hopefully feeling more of a leader in the group if they're posting, what's working for them or their results or a non-scale victory, anything like that. So getting them to simply participate in any way, whether it's posting or any other thing that you can think of, just to get them engaged. The second one is specifically in your challenge groups. Ask the question, and it can even be like one of your, like say 20 out of 21, what would prevent you from becoming a coach? Simple question, and that will help you target how to approach them about coaching. And especially with your discount coaches, even though they're already a coach, they're not working their business. So it's even better for them to tell you, because then you'll really find out what are their fears, basically, and what are they afraid of doing if they decide to work their business. So if they say like, what's preventing you from becoming a coach, and they say the time commitment, specifically with them, target how often you work the business. And if you're a crazy busy coach, how do you fit coaching in, and why do you fit it in? Like, why is it worth it? If they say they're afraid that they won't have anyone to invite, talk about that. And the reason I say what would prevent you from becoming a coach instead of something more generic is because I could tell all of my discount coaches about the time and the money commitment and the like how to invite people and how to expand your network. But if they're not concerned about that, that won't do anything for them. So we really need to hone in on what is it that's holding them back so we can address that specifically. The next one is really cool. I've obviously never done this, but I think I'm going to. This is a business opportunity call just for discount coaches. So we don't talk about it publicly. It's just within our team pages, and personally message those that are already discount coaches and share what we do as coaches. So it's kind of like a business opportunity call in that we're starting from the beginning and saying like exactly what we do as a coach. Specifically, what is the next step? So they're technically already a coach, but what's the difference between what they're doing now and what we do? Whether it be, even if they don't want to, quit their full-time job, just, making a few extra bucks a month. So talking about the differences in addition to the differences in time commitment, the differences in money, which is nothing, but addressing that they might be like, oh, well, that's cool. I didn't think of that. And then also talk about the referral program, because a lot of discount coaches, even if we told them before, they forget. Or if we told them like as soon as they sign up that we do a referral program, meaning like refer 3 people to me. If they buy them, I'll assign them to you. when they hear that initially, they don't have a fitness journey yet. They haven't seen results yet. So reminding them of that they might be like, oh, I have lost 15 pounds and 2 of my friends have already asked me. Maybe I'll send them to you. So just kind of reminding them about that referral program. Number 4 is have a guest week. And this can be in different capacities. The coach that told me this adds all of her discount coaches into her team page. So here she has a guest week where discount coaches are posting more. So she'll choose like 3 discount coaches, and they're the ones that are going to be posting more. And they add their potential coaches or potential discount coaches into the team page. When I heard that, I thought discount coaches would be so overwhelmed with being added into Team Supercharged. And so when I saw this, I was thinking we can just make a more active approach to invite our discount coaches to our opportunity calls and specifically tell them to invite people that they think would want the discount or might even be an amazing coach. So any event that we have, business call, coach coffee talk, if you guys want to add them into your team page, anything like that. Number 5 is huge for no matter what type of coach they are, but recognize discount coaches. Remind them that they're doing awesome on their journey, that they're inspiring people, even if it is just within their challenge group. I tell my discount coaches that they're so inspiring and people continuously want to join our group and log in every day because they're participating. And all they do is just comment on my post. So it's nothing like they're not going above and beyond, but they're still inspiring others. So recognize them for that, for their participation. If you know that they've seen results, this is number 1 or number 6, if they share their transformation in a group or publicly, recognize them for that, give them props anytime that you can. And then number 6 is ask them that they share their transformation on their personal page. This is probably the hardest one because a main reason, at least that I hear, that they don't want to become a coach is they don't want to post or they don't want to share their journey on Facebook. So for me, this has been difficult, but the times that I have been able to get them to post their transformation is the times where they 100% sign up as a coach. Because that way we're there and we can say, oh my gosh, you have 26 people that liked your photo. You are so inspiring to them. You're doing amazing. Keep up the good work. Have you ever considered becoming a more active coach? And you could even, what I tell them is, I saw that you had 26 people who liked your photo. 20 of them are people who are not coaches already. You should totally invite them to our next challenge group. So basically tell them what to do. And if you don't even mention coaching, just say invite them to our next group, and they're going to slowly start to do, posts, invites, following up with people. So you're kind of guiding them on that path. But a transformation photo is always as you guys know, it gets so much interaction anyways. So if they're a discount coach, that might inspire them to actually work the business. So those are all the tips that I had. Do you guys have any other ones that has worked for you in the past, or different ideas or questions about it?
I have a question.
Yeah.
For your guest week one, when you said that the coach had them posting, asking them to post, what would they post in the team page?
More so stuff about their fitness journey. So what program are you doing? What results have you seen? Are any of your friends joining you? Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you do with the guest week too, you could also do that within your challenge groups. Maybe I only do 21-day groups, but if you guys do longer, and maybe instead of a guest week, just do a guest day where they invite people in just for one day, and you say that they have to be posting, and we'll post also, but try and get as much engagement as we can on that one post or a few posts throughout the day. Any other questions? Or have you guys tried any of those things, and has it worked for you?
I've had one discount coach switch over to a coach within the last, I think, week or 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
But I don't really know how Like I was just doing with her what I do with all the discount coaches, like making them, feel good about themselves and asking them if they would want to coach. And that was the first time that someone was like, yeah, what do I do different? I'm like, nothing, you just share what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I think asking them to share their own transformation on their page, I think that would be good, because I'll feature them on my page, which I haven't been doing that a lot, but like this one girl who was a discount coach for a really long time, I was like, oh my God, can I share your transformation on my page, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And because I thought maybe that would help her see all the people that were looking at her in a different way. But I think asking them to do it themselves would be a good start.
I just added that to the list as number 7. Ask if you can share their journey on your page. Because that too, like I've done that, and because they were too afraid, and I even like had to blur out their faces and pretend like it wasn't them, not tag them at all. And then this one girl got like over 100 likes, and I was like, those are 100 people that think you're inspiring. And so she decided to become a coach. So,
and half of them are people that don't even know her because they're our friends.
Yeah. It is true, though. We might get more likes on our photos that we post, especially if they don't post that often. So, Another tip I have too is, which I'm not the best at, but treat your discount coaches like a regular customer. Like still follow up with them, still re-invite them to the coaching opportunity. And Ashley, you do this, right? Like you track who's a discount coach so you know to reach back out to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea. I don't do that. I was considering creating a discount coach page. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it, but I've heard of other coaches doing it where it's like one place just for them to basically get updates on your groups so that they can continue to join your challenge groups, and they can opt in or opt out, but at least get them engaged that way. Because if you forget about them after they do one group and they don't ask you to join another one, likely they're going to stay on Shakeology for that month, maybe the next month, and then fall off because we're not there to support them anymore. And they don't see the investment. It's not worth the investment to them. So keeping them engaged in some way. I don't know if the group, like just for discount coaches, is worth it, because I feel like I could post motivating stuff and like once a month remind them about the upcoming group. So I don't know if they'd even be interested in that, but I don't know. We have to make.
Are they in your lifetime accountability group? So I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
A lot of them are. My lifetime group doesn't get that much engagement though.
Yeah.
So I thought if it was, because it has like 556 members or something. So I was thinking if it was smaller, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think at least like tracking them, like write down the names of all of our discount coaches so we know to follow up with them and see how they're doing, even if they signed up like 10 months ago. Just keeping an eye on them would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Any other tips that you guys have? Or do you guys have success in transitioning discount coaches?
I had one girl who's like interested, but I think she just from like some of my posts that I've done was like more curious about like what she could actually do with the business. And then a while ago, I haven't done this in a while, and I didn't have any takers really, but do you remember when we were going to try the whole, like if you send me 3 people, or like I want to help you get your shakes paid for if you have 3 friends, like we do the conversations, but send them their link basically. Mm-hmm. So I tried that, but nobody really people were like, okay, but nobody really went for it. Mm-hmm. But some people might.
I agree. I tell people
it's a lot of work for us, but
it is. I tell people that after our challenge group usually, and again, mine are 21 days, and I feel like unless they're really committed to their program, 21 days is really short. Like safely you could lose anywhere from like 3 to 5 pounds probably. depending on how much you have to lose. So like they don't see that big of a transformation. So I feel like if I retold them about the referral program of just sending me 3 people, like after 2 rounds of 21-day fix or 2 rounds of whatever they're doing, then it might be like a good reminder, because by then hopefully they're seeing bigger results and other people are asking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I even had a girl that like I posted her transformation photos and she posted them on her wall and she had a ton of interest, but she didn't want them to go to her. Like she sent them to me. She's a discount coach. And I was like, but you can like, I'm like, all right. Like I'm not really understanding it, but so she just wanted like nothing to do with it at the time.
That's crazy.
I know she had so much interest too. And I think there were like at least 2 people that signed up just from seeing her post that like I wasn't originally friends with.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, I've had someone do that. Like they hadn't signed up yet. They were going to sign up as a discount coach. And they're like, no, you just take them. And I'm like, but it could be your first client.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people just aren't into it. I also think that some people don't realize how close they are to becoming a coach. Because especially when we say, like, would you like to be a discount member? Technically, unless they realize, like, they click on coach to sign up or something, they might not even know that all they have to do is start sharing their journey, you know, and inviting people. So.
Yeah, I stopped saying member and started saying coach.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've switched my whole format on that for the past 2 months. I still use the phrase that's like, do you want to get signed up as a customer or a discount coach? And then at the very end, instead of saying and I can help you get your shakes for free, instead I say, and I can help you share your health and fitness journey to make an income as a coach as well. So I'm like just laying out the coach opportunity for them. And a lot of people say no. That they want to like wait to see if they like the shakes and wait to see if they see results. But those are like, I feel like they're going to be better coaches because they'll probably sign up as an actual coach, not a discount coach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's been tough. Like last month, I only signed 4 coaches, where I usually sign like 8 or 10, you know, but I'm okay with that. Any other thoughts, ideas, questions? What would the percentage of your team be discount coaches for each of you? Do you have like the majority are discount coaches or half of them?
I'd say half.
Yeah, I'd say about, yeah.
Yeah.
A quarter?
The majority that I'm signing are discount coaches.
What was that?
Majority coaches I'm signing are discount.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think discount coaches are great placeholders, you know, but as we talked about, they're going to fall off unless we're able to engage them in some way and like reinvent, like retell them, reiterate the actual coaching opportunity.
Yeah. Like at this point, I have enough coaches to not worry about like losing rank as far as like having the bodies.
Yeah.
So I've been utilizing them for like my week leg volume.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Once you have like, I always tell my coaches, once you have 6 diamond active coaches, not diamonds, on each leg, then start stacking your weak leg so that you can see more income. And usually with discount coaches. Did you guys hear the one tip from Abby Walsh where what she does for her, this is not discount coach related, but what she does to her new coaches is she has them get to Emerald, with one of them being their spouse or, you know, sibling on their weak leg. And then the next goal is to get them to Emerald. And that way, like almost immediately, they start seeing more of an income because the husband is getting more income and she's getting more weak leg volume that will boost her income. So like before she even talks about diamond, she's like, get your husband to Emerald rank.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. And she even says after Emerald, she signs coaches in her husband's weak leg. And that's what she tells her coaches to do too, which is not the best placement for them, like especially if they want to work the business because they're on the weakest leg possible. But still, like that'll boost both of their incomes. Just an idea. So like for CJ, you could get, he's on your, well, you don't really have too much of
he's on my technical week leg, yeah. Which my goal this month was to get, and still is, like, but I'm working on getting my coaches first, but I want to get him to Emerald.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So I can slowly start building him to Diamond.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, but I should do my mom, who's on my right leg, who I need a Diamond on.
Oh, right.
But it wouldn't really, like, it would benefit me that way, but not other ways.
Like it would benefit you just for rank advancement, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what you always have to think of too. Like, yes, like Raina always says, you can have income and rank, which is true. You can do it. But you also have to think, like, what should your priorities be? You know, like if you're trying to get a bigger income, grow that weak leg. You know, if you want to get to 10-star, focus on building any diamonds that you can, you know. Yeah. So. All right. Are you guys hopping on a call with Raina after this?
Is that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any last comments, questions, or anything before we end?
No.
I'll take the silence as a no. All right. Well, thank you guys for spending the time and hopping on. I'll talk to you in like 25 minutes. Bye, guys.
Bye.